Today we are going to solve real life problems involving integers. Children, the strategy to be followed is to identify the integers, draw the picture, and think of the operation. Let's discuss some real life situations. First, a lift went up to the 16th floor from the ground floor and then descends 9 floors. On which floor is the lift now? Up represents a positive integer. So here first integer is plus 16. Descends represents a negative integer. So second integer is minus 9. To find out present position of the lift, we have to add the two integers. So here the operation is addition. So let's find out. 16 plus minus 9. Now the two integers have opposite signs, so we find the difference of their absolute values. So 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. Now here you can see in the picture I have drawn 16 floors and the lift is at the ground floor. Now the lift went up to the 16th floor. So you can see here. Then it descends 9 floors. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the present position of the lift is 7th floor. So we write here 7th floor. Let's move to the second situation. A car traveled 90 km to the north and then 52 km to the south. How far from the initial position was the car? North represents a positive integer. So here first integer is 90. South represents a negative integer. So second integer is minus 52. To find the distance of the car from its initial position, we have to add the two integers. So here the operation is addition. So let's find out. 90 plus minus 52. The two integers have opposite sign, so we find the difference of their absolute values. So 90 minus 52 is equal to 38. Now here in the picture you can see north is in the upward direction and south is downwards. Now you can see the position of the car, initial position of the car. Now the car traveled 90 km to the north, so it moves up 90 kilometers. Then it traveled 52 kilometers downwards. So here you can see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and then 2 kilometers. So here you can see the position of the car is now 38 kilometers to the north. So we write 38 kilometers towards north. Now let's move to the third situation. Kanika's house is 165 meters to my left and Richa's house is 239 meters to my right. How far is Kanika's house from Richa's house? So here you can see Richa's house is to my right and Kanika's house is to my left. Now right represents a positive integer. So here first integer is 239. left represents a negative integer. So second integer is minus 165. Now to find the distance between the two houses, we have to subtract the two integers. So here the operation is subtraction. So let's find out. So 239 minus 165. Change subtraction sign to addition sign and take the opposite of minus 165, which is 165. So on adding we get 404. Now here in the picture you can see from Richa's house to my house the distance is 239. Then from my house to Kanika's house it is 165. So the distance between the two houses is 239 plus 165, which is 404 meters. So we write here 404 meters. Now let's move to the fourth situation. Find the difference in heights between the top of a hill 97 meter above sea level and a crack caused by an earthquake 50 meter below sea level. So here you can see above sea level represents positive integer. So here first integer is 97. Now below sea level represents a negative integer. So here second integer is minus 50. Now to find the difference between the heights of the two, we have to subtract the two integers. So here the operation is subtraction. So let's find out. So 97 minus 50. We change subtraction sign to addition sign and we take opposite of minus 50, which is plus 50. So on adding we get 147. Now here in the picture you can see top of a hill and an crack caused by earthquake below sea level. Now from hill's top to the sea level it is 97 units, and from sea level to below till the crack is 50 units. So total is 97 plus 50, which is equal to 147 meters. So the difference in the height of the two is 147 meters. Now let's move to the fifth situation. On a day at Mount Abu, the temperature at 5 p.m. was 2 degrees Celsius, but at midnight that day it dropped to minus 5 degrees Celsius. By how many degrees did the temperature fall? Now here you can see first integer is positive and the second integer is negative. So let's write first integer 2 and second integer minus 5. Now to find the fall in temperature, we have to subtract the two integers. So here operation is subtraction. So let's find out. So we have 2 minus 5. Now change subtraction sign to addition sign and take opposite of minus 5, which is 5. So 2 plus 5 is 7. Now here in the picture you can see from 2 to 0 it's 2 units, and then from 0 to minus 5 it is 5 units. So total it is 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7. So the temperature fell by 7 degrees Celsius. Now let's move to sixth situation. A water snake in a well is 40 meter below the ground level. It slides 31 meter upwards and then slips down 9 meters. How far is it from the ground level? Now here, below the ground level represents a negative integer. So we write first integer minus 40. Now upwards represents a positive integer. So second integer is plus 31. Now down represents negative integer. So third integer is minus 9. Now to find how far is the snake from the ground level, we have to add the three integers. So here the operation is addition. So let's find out. So we have minus 40 plus 31 plus minus 9. Now let's solve first two integers. So they have opposite sign. So we find the difference of their absolute values. So 40 minus 31 is 9. And the greater absolute value has minus sign with it. So we write minus sign. Then plus minus 9. Now we have to add two negative integers. So we add their absolute values. So 9 plus 9 is 18. And the common sign is minus. So we write minus sign with the answer. Now here in the picture you can see the ground level and the snake is 40 meters below ground level. Now the snake moves upwards 31 meter. So from 40 to 39 it is 1, and then it moves 30 meters. So we will count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 and 30. So the snake is at minus 9 meters. Now it slips down to 9 meters. So it will move down 9 meters. So let's count 3, 6 and 9. So it is at minus 18 meters. So let's write minus 18 meters or 18 meters below ground level. Now let's move to the next. Now find the integer values represented by each of the following letters and then decode the given message by replacing numbers with letters. So let's find out the values of the integers. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Minus 2 plus 7 is 5. Now here we change subtraction sign to addition sign and we take opposite of minus 1, which is 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Then minus 8 plus 1. The two integers have opposite signs, so we find the difference of their absolute values. So 8 minus 1 is 7, and then greater absolute value has minus sign with it. So we write minus. So we get minus 7. Next is minus 1. Change subtraction sign to addition sign and take opposite of minus 5, which is 1. So here we subtract the absolute values. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Now let's find out the next one. Minus 6 plus 2. The two integers have opposite sign. So we find the difference of their absolute values. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and then greater absolute value has minus sign with it. So we put minus in the answer. So let's find out the message. So here it is I, then we have L. Now 8 is represented by O. 5 is represented by V. It is I love. 9 is represented by M, A. Then 4 is represented by T, H, S. So it is I love maths. What about you, children? This is our last video before the vacations. So stay safe and study well. And I hope you will be able to do worksheet questions also. Thank you, children.
My